Sacred water. Okay. So let's listen to these things first. My use charm.
I'm sorry. Because I ran away. Everyone had to die. Everyone. Yay. Help me.
Okay. Fluorite.
I don't want to be alone. Together.
So that's psi. So fluorite seems to be psi. Yeah. Mmm. Interesting. Do we have any other ones? I think we have... Yeah, we just got one.
We killed her. That can never be undone. This was doomed from the beginning. We should have let them both go. Sigh as well.
So Yai did get away, but we know they tried to push through the ritual with just one of the twins, which was Sae, which is what backfired, got her possessed by, in theory, a demon. And that's when she became that, like, laughing monster that, was surrounded by corpses. One interesting thing about these games, too, is I know that they said the first one was based on a true story. I don't know how much of it's based on a true story. Obviously, something about, you know, photographing the dead is probably not true, like, while they're fighting you. But I think the thing that... Because this is with the first two games, at least, is it shows that people really hold on to their, like, beliefs, and they will do absolutely anything to continue those beliefs. Now, the one thing that makes it a little more concrete with this versus, like, the just generic idea of belief is that they legitimately, at least in the first game, can see the door to hell, right? They can see that giant stone door, and they have seen stuff come out of it. So, like, they have a legitimate, like, okay, we can see hell. This one we haven't really seen, other than that pit that we've seen in the ritual. We haven't really seen anything that would designate that they may have had more of a connection to the afterlife or demons or anything like that. So it's interesting. How about you take a swing and find out what happens? Double shot. Oh, you can actually chain those, like, more than that. Interesting. But there's a lot of talk of, like, tradition and superstition here, which is very interesting. I think he was trying to shoot little spirit things out. But it's interesting because, like, I think there are cultures that have a lot more focus on tradition than others, and like how they respect it. But it's interesting because these games came out in like, you know, the 2000s. So it kind of it's I don't know. It's interesting having people have discussions because you know this kind of stuff that happened. Ow, that was rude. Like, you know, this stuff happened quite often. You know, people ritualistic, you know, murder and stuff like that has been a thing for quite some time. In multiple belief systems. So it's I'm not sure if this game is like, that's one thing that's not clear with the messaging of this, is I'm not sure if they're saying now there is a messaging difference in this game versus the first game, but it's not clear if the idea is, hey, tradition, you know, doesn't have to be upheld, especially when it comes at the cost of human life, or or if it's going the route of tradition should be respected because it would cost even more human life, right? Also, this is the second time we've used a tree as a gateway in a game that we've played. If you remember Alan Wake, with the overlap. Pinwheels! Those are symbolic.
Mayu,
We saw those in Sekiro as well.
just let me rest. Mayu, are you okay? I'm sorry.
But,
Or Itsuki. It's our
4
fault.
places for inserting similar stones. Octagon key. So we need 3 more. Oh, that shows. Fallen Mayu.
Deep in the cemetery, an altar
Ah,
at the Tsuchihara grave.
okay. So one of the things is probably there. Folklorist 12. Twins play an important role in the ritual. In recent years, the government issued a decree that the first twin to come out is the eldest. Each region had its own rules until the decree was made. When I asked the ceremony master about the village's rules, he grinned and said the tradition is tradition. This village still practices the old way. The twin that was born second is considered the elder. Interesting. I'm guessing if we take pictures. Because it still wants us to take pictures of him, so the grave site.
Connects the twins' houses.
Uh-huh.
A doll. A secret room in the wall.
Yeah. So she's telling us where they all are.
A woman in a kimono box.
Something showing a photo of Mayu. That's around where Itsuki is held. Okay, interesting. Is this the way out? Oh, this is to the graveyard. Because remember, there's 2 sides, 2 entrances to the tree. Should probably go this way. Assuming this is the graveyard one. It is not. That would be the other one. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if it's trying to say upholding tradition is better or not upholding tradition better. This one seems to be leaning that it's not better, given that that voice line that we just heard, where he said we should have let her go. Because in the first game, it was very, the ritual must completed, the ritual must be completed, blah blah blah, right? It was very repetitive in that fact. Whereas this one hasn't been as adamant. Or the shrine is stuck fast. Okay, so we... That's probably where one of them are. Is. One of them is. Why we got film ring going on? Oh, I see that. There's something like right there. Interesting. Are we supposed to... I guess we're supposed to go this way. Alright. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting commentary that I'd be very curious on what the developer or developers' thoughts on that story was supposed to be. Okay, we'll take an herbal medicine. It's okay with me. Because again, there are cultures out, you know, like I'm talking versus American culture here, obviously. There are a lot of cultures where tradition is like paramount, right? Like they would, when faced with indecision, they always consult tradition, right? Or almost always consult tradition. And I'm just not sure how that messaging is playing into this game specifically. Because it seems like everybody knows how terrible this is, and there are people actively trying to stop it within the regime itself as well as outside of it. Whereas in the first one, it was very obviously like, no, this has to be stopped. And at the end, we had to stop it, right? Rope and Torii Gate. Torii. Okay, let's see. We need to go this way, and then that way. Another item. More film, good. But I don't know. It's an interesting conversation. Also, do we have how much? I think we can. We've got how much camera stuff? 54. Okay, we need more orbs to level that up. So I'm just going to keep saving for now, because I want the zero lens to be maxed out. I think zero lens plus zero film might make like the final boss much more easy to deal with. I'm guessing there's a final boss, because there was a final boss in the first game too. But we only have like 5 shots of the zero, which is very interesting. Okay. We have yet to be able to actually go in this house, but we do have the key now, so... Interesting. Well, we know the ritual is starting, so I'm guessing things are going to get much more active. Yep, they're gone. Okay, we have not been in this house, but it's not very big, I don't think. Okay. Okay, this would be Yae meeting with Itsuki, I think. Oh. Okay, so Itsuki's been dead the whole time, which is what we expected.
The ritual
Also, sorry, YouTube.
Yai, if I can save you, I'm sure my brother will forgive me.
Interesting. Okay. Something on the floor. More Type 0 film. Okay, so we're getting a bit more. Okay. So we need to be able to get in here. Bound diary. Will Mitsuki ever be able to forgive me? I could not make him into a butterfly. I could not become one with him. It is my fault. Please forgive me. Something shiny lying in a crystal ore. Interesting. Found diary 3. I heard Munakata is here. I wonder if it is because of the letter I sent him. Warm welcome he is getting can only mean they are going to use him as the Kusabi in the inner ceremony. I cannot let him get caught up in this. I must tell him to get out of here quickly. 3 other pinwheel keys are hidden in the Kiryu, Osaka, and Tachibana houses. No one will expect me to run after the ritual. At that time, it should be easy to take the keys. Helping Ai and Sai escape may well be the last task I ever perform. Interesting. So, we're gonna have to... There's a picture it wants us to take of this. God's Village... All God's Village map. Okay, there's some places marked on that. I'm guessing those are probably where the keys are. I wonder if Mayu will be safer in there because of the, like, statue. The, like, it looks like Buddhist statues, maybe? Okay. So that's all we're supposed to get there is a map and learn that Itsuki is indeed gone. So we need to look at the map. We also need to listen to that crystal. So let's do that. Radio. Ooh, Mayu's charm again.
The bridge that connects between the houses.
She says that.
Dolls. A hidden room in the wall. Deep in the cemetery.
Uh-huh.
An altar.
Yeah.
The Tsuchihara grave.
Tsuchihara.
In a kimono box.
Okay. Which we saw in the projector film. So she's telling us where they are specifically. So this is going to be Itsuki.
Sorry. I was wrong. Can I not save anyone? Will anyone forgive?
Ah. Okay. Okay. So now we have to go to the different houses. We need to figure out which houses are which. We know the two connected. So this is Osaka. This is Tachibana. This is Kiryu. And Kurosawa. I don't think we have to go to Kurosawa. Let's look at this map that we got. Maps, here we go. Okay, yeah, so the graveyard, we know, and then the two connected houses. So I guess we go to the two connected houses first, and then we'll circle back to the, to the one in the graveyard. Because that one, if we grab that one last, we can just go into the tree from there. But, so... Alright, so she said, near the sky bridge, a secret room of the dolls, I think. It's probably where we're headed here. The doll room is about as far away as we possibly could be. Hold on. There might be... Well, there's no reason not to, like, re-explore some of these rooms. If we can. Just in case there's extra items or something. Because if we can get some spirit orbs, we can power up our zero lens. Okay, where are we at now? Alright, there's a room to our left. Let's check the open rooms first. Again, make sure there's no, like, items hanging around, healing items, or such. This is where... I think this is the doll maker's room. Yoshitatsu Kiryu. Okay. Interesting. Again, there might not be anything in this, but I think it's still worth a once-over. Says there's something to take a picture of right here. Are we seeing it through the wall? Is that what it is? Yeah, it must be something through the wall. Okay, this is stairs. Oh, is it another... Yeah, it's another one of these ladies. Oh, if you get her picture while she's falling, that'll give you the fatal frame. I was wondering where her fatal frame was. Ah, look at me. Okay, we should probably heal. Keep hitting the wrong button for items. Ah, I hit the picture button. I didn't take a picture. Okay, well, I want our stone mirror. Ah! Fell behind us. That was interesting. Nice. Okay, so things are starting to do a lot more damage. So you're not dead? You are. Okay. Alright. So let's see. I'm guessing it's the reason why that's happening is because we need to... Let's head to the doll room and see if that's where it wants us to go. Dolls are used for some special purpose. Okay. So, hold on. We have her telling us.
The bridge that connects the twins' houses.
Uh-huh.
Dolls.
Uh-huh.
A hidden room in the wall. Deep in the cemetery. An altar. A Tsuchihara grave. In a kimono box. A woman.
Okay. So, a secret wall, it said? Let's go check down here. This is one of the bridges that connects the two houses. The other one is above. Okay, I'm not seeing anything down here. So... Okay, so maybe we're looking for the lady in the kimono box here. We saw that on one of the films. Let's see. There's the projector room, and there's the storeroom. Let's go that way. There's also stairs.